Welcome to the Roadside Realities channel. Today, we'll witness some dramatic situations. From cars crashing on deserted roads, to a container truck failing to brake in time and colliding with multiple vehicles ahead. Let's get started. The car decided to leave just as the container truck arrived. If the driver had gone slower, they might have stopped in time before the collision. Both cars were going quite fast, resulting in one car skidding and losing control. Couldn't brake in time and couldn't control the steering. Shouldn't the driver have seen this from afar? The car tried to stop, but the slippery road prevented it from braking. This is why drivers must pay attention when crossing intersections. Perhaps the driver was distracted on the road, leading to the collision. The driver was probably quite panicked and couldn't handle it calmly. Everything happened because of running the red light. Trying to avoid driving too close, the car caused a collision. After the collision, did the driver learn a lesson? The pileup accident happened because the cars couldn't control their speed. Just because you stopped in time doesn't mean the other car can too. The car didn't pay attention while reversing, causing a collision. The fire spread from inside to outside the car. Really dangerous. The car suddenly lost control and collided with the barrier. The slippery road put most cars in danger. The car was in danger when it lost balance and hit the roadside. car almost made it through, but still got into a collision. This is the consequence of not observing the safe distance. It seems that all the cars waited for the right moment to move. The car skidded, but luckily the consequences were not too severe. Cars must observe and signal before crossing the road. A pedestrian was hit. Hope he's okay. Another accident due to crossing the road without signaling. More accidents due to not controlling speed. Losing control caused the car to suffer heavy consequences. The car didn't pay attention to the safe distance and caused a severe collision. The car tried to brake but skidded. Nothing could be saved. The car was going too fast to avoid all the obstacles. A serious accident due to not observing. The car was going too fast and ran off the roadside. The car had a horrific accident when braking hard.
I'm not complaining at all. I'm not.
The car lost its brakes and only stopped after the collision. The car was going too fast and climbed up the cliff. The car was going too fast and couldn't brake in the curve.
Read the comment first, and don't forget to
A light collision would still cause damage. The car tried to overtake at too close a distance, causing a collision. Even though it tried to avoid, the car still had an accident. Had an accident on the curb. Hope the driver is okay. The collision will leave a lesson for many drivers. Why do cars insist on not observing the road? The close distance caused the two cars to collide at the intersection. The consequence of not observing when moving onto a main road. Accidents at intersections often result in very serious consequences. perhaps the red car doesn't even understand why it moved so irrationally. It feels like the two cars are in a race. Both cars collided and climbed onto the barrier. The accident left extremely serious consequences. The wheel suddenly came off, causing a collision and overturning the adjacent car. Clearly, the driver will learn a lesson from this. This is why cars must observe when moving. The small car should have waited for the container to pass. Overtaking at too close a distance, the small car had an accident. The small car ran off the roadside due to being too close to the container. It seems like the black car wants the green car to stop. The truck tried to brake but skidded at the rear, causing the container to cause an accident. The head-on collision of the two containers left serious consequences. The small car caused an accident for itself by overtaking too closely. The small car was pushed by the container for a distance. Really dangerous. The small car braked hard and skidded, causing a traffic obstruction. It's all because of going too fast. Two cars collided due to not maintaining a safe distance. The small car was hit from behind and couldn't do anything. The bus caused a traffic obstruction due to engine problems. The container tried to avoid collisions with all the cars at the red light. The container overtook too closely, causing damage to the car behind. The train crashed into the car, blocking the tracks. After the collision, both cars were heavily damaged. After the collision, the container seemed to lose control for a few minutes. The engine had a problem, causing the car to overturn on the road. Another pileup accident. The horrific accident affected many cars on the road. The container turned too closely, colliding with the stopped small car. The small car was going too fast, causing a collision at the intersection. The small car caught fire after the collision with the container. The cargo securing strap came loose. Luckily, no one was injured.